Hey there. I'm actually on my way home from our little beauty place, and I've had a prosecco to help me cope with the audio, um, and it's quite effective for waxing. There we go. I've said it. So this is my second Sananga video, and the first one was really brief and just me talking about how I'm going to start a daily Sananga practice, because I've seen via YouTube that it has some really lovely long-lasting effects, and it can give you some big life changes. So I just want to share with you what I shared with the beauty therapist, who was asking me what I'm doing tonight and how I'm going to, I explained how I'm going to give it to my beloved for the first time tonight, his first trial, and I explained how painful it is, but I also explained the healing benefits, and something that I've touched on with Sananga. I just want to explain that because I think it's really interesting, and it's to do with what I've observed about our resting focal length, and actually how I feel that's really important in relation to not so much mental health, but more to do with cognition, the health of mental cognition. And so I work in care, and I've observed over periods of time people with dementia where their focal distance is, and what happens is when they first come into our service, they are looking across the room and looking at other people in the room and maybe interacting and talking with those people. And then as time draws on, their focal length of interest it just kind of becomes closer and closer until they start staring at the floor just in front of them, and then they tend to just gaze at their knees. And then it gets to a point in the stage of their dementia where they have their eyes closed, and they will spend all day with their eyes closed. And even when you meal support and help somebody to have their dinner, they will normally have their eyes closed. I learned from somebody once that we have like a resting focal length, and it's normally the length of the distance between us and our television. So I just want to bring it back to Sananga, and what I've noticed is, particularly when I take Sananga in the forest, that my resting focal length is way out. It's in the treetops, and my eyes are always picking up on birds in the distance, and I think this is really significant. I think this is something that Sananga gives us. It's said that the medicinal properties of Sananga are very good for eye health and reversing glaucoma and cataracts and long-sightedness and short-sightedness. But there's also a subtle energetic healing that works along with this, and people are saying that it is life-changing to have a daily Sananga practice. So, what is that doing? What is the link between resting focal length and cognition? Because I've seen it. I've seen how people with dementia's resting focal length shortens and shortens and shortens, and with that their cognition also decreases. And this Sananga it throws your focal length way out into the treetops, hundreds of feet away. It's to the point where you're picking up details. So I just wanted to share how interesting that is. So I'm on day 3 for my daily Sananga practice. What I can report back from the experience so far is that I've noticed and tuned into the fact that after the Sananga, about 5 minutes into the Sananga, I feel it kind of affect something in my heart, and it's my physical heart as well, and it feels very soothed and calmed, and this feels significant in terms of what the medicine can bring, and I can't wait to share more as this journey continues. So we'll be speaking to you soon. Lots of love.